Okay, so I'm gonna see if this works. It says I'm live. There we go. So let's see. It tells me I'm live. Um, I'm gonna just go ahead and set this up because I have literally never done any of these little live stream things before. So I'm gonna just see what I can do to get this set up properly. I'm gonna pull up my phone. This is gonna have the chat. Wow, there's already people in here. Hi! Hello! That is a lot of hellos. I didn't expect that many people to tune in right away, honestly. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my phone down here. Hi! Wow, this is so crazy. There's a lot of you in here right now. So what I'm gonna do is first I'm gonna go ahead and close that. See, I've got my background. That's my girlfriend. This is a Valentine's Day gift that she got me. She drew me this and surprised me with a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna be editing today's video that's gonna go up on Friday. So I turned off the sound because I don't want you to have to hear me scrubbing through it. But hi, I'm just gonna do a little hangout and Q&A and stuff. This is crazy. I didn't expect anybody to actually show up. Let's see. Oh yeah, I love these. So let's see. I've got multiple backgrounds. So this one, it was an anniversary gift or not an anniversary gift, a Valentine's Day gift. This one, my friend Pinky drew. I think I got this I think this was Christmas. I forget. And this was the first commission I got of me and my girlfriend together. There's your little character. We're taking a selfie. Oh yeah, what are we doing again? Let's see. Hi. Let's see. Known you and followed you since you were on Tumblr. Still, of course. But so happy you're making YouTube solo content. Thanks, Dakota. It feels good to be making solo content, honestly. Like, I used to have that collaborative channel Debox, but it feels really cool to be making something that's like totally under my umbrella, you know. So let's see. I'm gonna scoot this over here. I'm gonna move my phone over so that I can actually see what I'm editing. Let's see. Hi. Let's see. Hello, Stardust. Hi, Poison Rose. Thanks. Let's see. Getting muted by YouTube. Oh, jeez. I'm sorry. What bands do I like? Shoot. I love a lot of bands. It kind of depends on what I'm in the mood for. Like, for the most part, I listen to a lot of rock music. Like, I don't really listen to much else. So it's oh, I was wondering why I couldn't hear my stuff. I gotta switch the audio input on this thing. Let's see. So there's actually a lot of editing that goes into these things. Ooh, not reverse stereo, dual mono. I like hearing in both ears. Hi. Hi Luna. I'm good. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be at the convention in San Jose. But yeah, I'll do my best. I would love to go to Further Confusion though, if that's the convention you're talking about. And yeah, Rocket, I am pretty tired. I just woke up. It's about 4 a.m. Where I am right now, and I'm just trying to get some editing done before I have to go back to work, because I have today to get some work done, and then I have to do another 12-hour film day tomorrow. So that's going to be pretty crazy. And hi, Jess. Yep, game this weekend. I'm excited. I'm going to a LARP game immediately after I get back. Aw, I'm glad, Wag. See, Ace, you are one of the main people who encouraged me to be myself. I love your videos so much. Thanks. Aw, jeez. It blows my mind that we actually, you know, communicate like this. It's just so cool. Let's see. I'm trying to If you guys didn't notice, I do a lot of redoing on a lot of these. I think I do my intro like 5 or 6 times. I think I like that one the most, so I'm going to go ahead and keep that. I forget who asked in the chat, but my favorite color is red, because Ace of Hearts. And the software I'm using is Final Cut Pro. It's just really good. It's really easy. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Lunatic. LARP is live-action role-playing. So I play a post-apocalyptic game called Dystopia Rising. I think I have some pictures, actually, in here. I play like a treasure hunter character. His name is Deckard. Let's see. I'll go to my Deckard folder. So that was the first time I played the game. It was it was a lot of fun. Just over to the right of me, that's Clocky. So let's see. Hi, Ace Pancake. And there I am, a little treasure hunter guy, a little sheriff badge. Let's see. Yeah, I think I have another picture in here. Yeah, there's my more updated costume for the character. I don't know if I'm allowed to show middle fingers on YouTube, but there he is. Yeah, Jess, dirty pickpocketer. So, if you guys see Jess Perkins in the chat, we played this game together. And my character on the outside is a treasure hunter, but he's actually a thief. So he ended up pickpocketing her character and stealing money from her. It was terrible. I also play a fantasy LARP game, so my character in that is a necromancer. I don't know. I play a lot of antagonistic characters in these games, mostly because I'm just not an antagonistic person in real life. So, let's see. Yeah, it is a lot of fun to put effort into the costumes. It's nice to have like a little. It's nice to give it a personality, and I just have a lot of fun doing it. Let's see. I'm trying to like keep up with the chat. Let's see. Blueberry Muffin King asks, Senpai, who is your favorite furry YouTuber? I can't narrow that down because I love so many furry YouTubers. There's one dude named Felix. He does music reviews. He does music reviews. Like he reviews albums in Fursuit, and I'm gonna finish recording a little cameo for one of his videos when I get back. He's really cool. Obviously, I like Majira and Vixen Dunk and all those guys. They're obviously really good at what they do. I also love Kiro because he's just a good noodle. He's a good guy. Yeah, Neko the Skeleton. It's really weird when, I mean, it's not weird when people call me senpai, but, it's just funny because I don't think I'm anyone's senpai. I'm going to try to do more streams on here once I start getting the hang of it. But, I can't say for sure. Oh, yeah, look at this. So, I kind of mess up right in the middle. And I'm like, oh, no. Let's see. I kind of scoot forward a little bit. How do you pronounce my name? No one does. Nehru. Or Nehiru? Nehiru? Aw. Rinks Wolfie Talks. Hey Ace, I'm making fan art of furry YouTubers. Would you like to have a fan art piece? I would love a fan art piece. I love seeing how people depict the characters, so it's really cool just seeing it the way that everybody draws him in a different style. Let's see. Whoop. There we go. So, let's see. How often do you meet fans who recognize you? I almost never meet anyone that recognizes me outside of a furry event or a furry convention. I've had one time when I was walking around and someone recognized me, and that was probably the coolest thing ever. Nihairu. Oh, it's Nihairu. It's pronounced Nihai. Do I go to any local fur meets? Another California fur. Oh, hey. Fellow cast member, too. That's really cool. Oh, yeah. I do go to some California fur meets. After my second business trip towards the end of the month, like the day I get back, I'm going to the Southern California Furbarbecue. So it's going to be pretty cool. Let's see. So I kind of go through a lot of these little lines over and over again. So when I messed up the line in the first part, I kind of face-pawed, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of cute. So I was like, this video is 5 random facts, so I was like, I'm going to give you guys 5. And he looks at his paw, and he's like, oh no! So let's see. So let's go ahead and, there we go. Boop! So I'll go ahead and write when he does that. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, Sinclair, Cali Fur. I'm in Orange County. I'm not quite in Los Angeles, so. And Ava, yes, I do wear a tail in public sometimes. Like, sometimes. I haven't done it a lot recently. I used to do it all the time. I think I might get, like, a tiny casual tail. I can't wear my big fursuit tail. Just gets in the way. And Kiro Drake here. I would love to go to Awu. Anther Weekend, Utah actually sounds like a lot of fun. Okay, so I try to cut down. One thing that bugs me is when people have long pauses in these things. So I'm gonna try to do my best. I always try to compress my videos as much as possible. I don't really care about getting to that 10-minute mark people always talk about. I just want to, do these little videos. There we go. So. There we go. Aw, I'm glad, Ace Pancake, you showed your friend the old 5 Nights at Furries and they liked it. I'm glad. It's really cool when there's furry stuff out there that you can show non-furry people. Let's see. Hi, I'm a random person that's not a furry but subbed anyway. Hey, that's cool, man. I'm glad you like the content even if you're not part of this fandom. So welcome, I'm glad to have you. Let's see. Doop, 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 doop. Yeah, I do cut a lot. Mostly because there are certain bits and pieces of different dialogue parts that I do that are more upbeat, and I try to pick the most upbeat ones. And I do a lot of cutting mostly so I can keep the videos short. I find that a lot of people tune out if there's any silence in the video, if there's any pauses, so it kind of makes it a little easier for the viewer, especially because I stutter and stop a lot. So, let's see. Would it be cool if I share the YouTube on... Yeah, go for it. Yeah, go ahead and Tomu. It would be great. Share the YouTube chat. Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to keep up. Wow, this is probably the most people I've had like hang out in a room here. Fur X Blueberry asks, "Do you cuddle others?" Cuddling is mostly reserved for my girlfriend and very close friends. I don't really cuddle a lot of people. I love hugging people though. There we go. Boop. And then boop. Hey Ace, is your suit a Morpherless suit? If so, is it like the new style that they're doing? Yeah, so both of my fursuits are Morpherless fursuits. And this one is in a bit of a newer style. I like that the eyes are definitely bigger than the older one. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Tomu. I forgot that I had Super Chats enabled. Thank you. That $2, that is like the most money I've ever made on YouTube. So, thank you. Holy crap. Oh, hey, Nano. Welcome to the live stream, man. Let's see. Boop. I would love to do a bloopers video, game sport. Bloopers would be fun. Maybe one of these days I'll just do a big compilation because there are so many times when I'm doing a video and I'll just stop because I forget what I need to say next and I'll stutter and I'll just be like, ah, crap. So maybe after I do enough of these vlogs, if I can find enough funny bloopers, then I can put a little blooper reel together. So for the most part, right now what I'm doing is I'm cutting out all the little pauses and all of these little things. Holy $10, that's like real money for food. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you know what? Also, I sound different outside of my fursuit, mostly because I'm really tired right now. My voice is just a lot more. It's just different when I'm outside of my fursuit. I don't know why. Probably because of, I tend to yell a lot more, like, when I'm in my fursuit, because it's really muffled in there. So, editing and streaming, it's a lot of just getting used to it, Kiryu. Like, also, I kind of just know where to go, on these little bits. Editing's kind of second nature at this point, especially when I'm just doing little things like cutting it together. What I'm trying to do right now is just eliminate little pauses here and there, and what I'm going to do after that is I'm going to watch the playback, and then from there I can kind of just pick and choose all the clips I like most, then I add little things like titles and stuff like that, and then life will be good. Oh! Thank you, Wolfie. Oh my gosh, it blows my mind that, like, that's a thing, the super chat thing. I think that's so cool, especially because I know a lot of people who are artists that really rely on things like tipping online and stuff like that. So I think that is the coolest thing. Thank you guys so much. 15 bucks, I think, is seriously the most money I've ever made on YouTube. So, woo! Thank you guys. Let's see. Rinks is asking, "Hey Ace, is your furry all black?" So it's funny. He's actually he's a lot more gray. It looks darker in the lighting. Moving back and forth. Look at those paws. But he's mostly gray. His feet are black though. His feet paws are black. Let's see. Kiryu's asking what kind of camera I use. So the type of camera that I use is a Sony Alpha 6000, and then it's just got a little shotgun mic on it. But right now I'm just on my webcam on my computer. But for video games, I use a Logitech HD webcam. So. How long have I been editing videos? Did I take classes for it? You know what? I've been editing videos for kind of a long while, a few years now. I never took classes for it. I kind of just played with it, especially when I was first doing YouTube videos. I always liked putting together little videos, and when I was younger, a lot of my friends were in little broadcast media classes and stuff, and a lot of them didn't like doing the editing part. But funny enough, editing is one of my favorite parts. Editing is the part where you get to see it all come together, and it starts to become a real video. So I think that's where I started editing. I was in a little broadcast journalism class when I was in high school, and that's where I first learned how to edit. I was doing iMovie back then, and then for my current job, I do a lot of editing for clinical cases and medical videos and stuff. So, oh, good night, Nano. Have a good night, man. What is my favorite anime? Shoot, that's tough. That's tough. I have a lot of anime that I really like. Let's see. Probably like Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya, and what else is there? Shoot. My first anime I ever watched was Inuyasha. I love Inuyasha. I think Inuyasha is partially responsible for me becoming a furry because of the dog ears. Let's see. What are my current PC specs, Vector? Let's see. Right now, this computer, yeah, it's running a 2.9 gigahertz i7. I got 16 gigs of RAM. Got 1.5 gigs of graphics memory in here. And then, oh, shirtless Ace. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I kind of just, the second I'm done ripping off my, fursuit, I'm always like, oh, that's what oxygen feels like. Oh, jeez. Then I've got a 2 terabyte solid state drive in this thing, so. Yeah, so my laptop's pretty good. Let's see. Do I have a Discord? I have a Discord account, but I don't have a Discord chat yet. I've been thinking about doing it though. So, holy crap! Thanks for the money. Oh my god, freaking super chats, man. That is so cool. Honestly, thank you, Tomu. Like that, the money actually does help because anything I make off of ad revenue or I make off of I guess super chats now. All of that goes straight towards me getting new SD cards, new cables, all kinds of little things. Or even, I remember one time I was having trouble getting Wi-Fi when I was overseas to upload a new video. So I have this little Skyroam box thing, and a couple bucks here and there helps me get the data so I can upload when I'm on trips and stuff. So honestly, that really, really helps. The only thing I don't like about the furry community is that they replace words. Like, it's not YouTubers, it's Furtubers. I hate that. I don't really mind the remaking of phrases into furry terms. Like, I don't really mind it. I do think it's a little silly, but it's, it's harmless, so I don't really mind. It's just like, I can't say things like popufur without kind of going, Irva, sorry, I can't stay for long, just wanted to say hi. Oh, well, hi. So thank you for showing up. Let's see, I'm gonna try to, ooh, there's a long pause there. My goodness. So for the most part, I'm just getting rid of, getting rid of all these little pauses in the middle, and then I'll be able to pick and choose which pieces of this. I think I'll try to enable the audio on my desktop capture, so that you guys can listen to the playback with me and see how many times I constantly mess up. Because there's a lot. This is I pretty much do about twice as much content as I need for the actual video, and then I'll jump into it. So let's see, just doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Well, good night. Your friend Wolfie wants to know what my favorite ice cream is. It depends. So most of the time I'll say mint chocolate chip. Other times I'll say cookie dough. But lately I have been indulging in peanut butter cup ice cream because peanut butter is awesome. Also, peanut butter tastes like home. There's no peanut butter in Europe. It's crazy. I would like to make a Discord. Maybe I will make a Discord chat. I have a Telegram chat. I have a Telegram chat right now, and it's got about 100 people in it, and it's a little hectic. It's hectic to maintain a chat room, and I feel bad because I can't be in there all the time. So, Mitungison, I can't pronounce that name. You're curious what my day job is. I am an IT specialist for a medical device manufacturing and distribution company. So that's why I travel so much. They send me all over the place to help with IT stuff. Who inspired me to become a furry YouTuber? Honestly, I didn't have any specific furry people that really inspired me to do it, but I grew up watching a lot of internet humor and a lot of internet stuff. Um, like, I kind of grew up watching things like Newgrounds and Funny Junk, and like the people that really inspired me are people like Ego Raptor and Tom Ska, because it was really cool to see them grow as content creators back in the day when, you know, nobody could consider making videos on the internet a profession, and seeing them grow into these really established content creators. I think that was the coolest thing. So they more or less inspired me to do YouTube. Aw, Ava, your dad watched one of my videos with you? That's really cool. Honestly, one of my favorite things is when parents take an active interest in the things that their kids like. I always see parents with their kids at conventions, and I always make sure to tell them how cool that is that they're, you know, participating in the thing that their kids are into, even if they don't really get it. I get a lot of parents that are like, I don't understand this furry thing, but it makes my kids happy, and I'm like, that is the best. That is the best thing. Would you consider doing a weekly hangout like this one? I would like to. I would like to do little hangouts like this. Maybe sometimes while I do little edits and stuff, I'll put up a live stream for you guys to keep me company, especially now that I have all the software set up for it. One more question before you go. What's your favorite fursuit dance? And what's your favorite? And bye. Good night. My favorite fursuit dance? Oh shoot. I would have to say Monster Roo, like Mangoosu's old fursuit. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let me see if I can pull up Mangoosu's old fursuit. Yeah, that one. Look at that. That is so cool. Like, let me see if I can pull him up. Like, he's just the coolest, honestly. Like, he's got a little attitude going on. He's just honestly my favorite dancer. I love Mangoosu. He's got so much energy, dude. Hi, Raphael. Yeah, it's first live stream on the channel. Woo! I'm also trying not to be too loud because I'm in a hotel and I don't want to disturb anyone around me. Let's see. Just trimming down my video. So that's a little end to the video. There we go. Oh wow, I almost got to the end. So let's go ahead and finish that. And there we go. Let's see. How do I feel about Strobes' butt? I love Strobes. Butt and everything. Not just his butt. He's just a nice dude. He's a lot of fun. Let's see. Hey, Nos. What's up, dude? Nice to see you. I don't know how you leave so many comments on, like, pretty much every time I watch a video, dude. Like, I see you in the comments section. Like, kudos to you for just being on top of that all the freaking time. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim a little bit off the front right there. Boom. A little pause right there. So even with little pauses like this, I like to cut it just because it keeps the pacing of the video. Boop. So let's see. I'm going to add in a little title right there. Let's add a little basic title. Honestly, I love furry YouTube. Like, I really like furry YouTube because it's such a tightly knit part of the community, and it's just one of those things that really sticks out to me. Like, I watch a lot of YouTube, but furry YouTube I think is honestly one of my favorites. Would I ever consider getting a full suit someday? Shoot, I would love to get a full suit, but I think if I ever got a full suit, I would not do it of Ace, mostly because if I ever got a full suit of Ace, he would just look like he's walking around naked. I think that'd be kind of funny looking. Boop. So let's see, right when his finger touches down there, I'm gonna cut that. Yeah, I'll cut that. Do that. Do 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 do. 5 random facts about myself. And then I'll do my little font. I don't know. I like this font. It's nice. It's like, it's kind of round, but it doesn't look like Comic Sans. There we go. Do I have any furry YouTubers that I enjoy or would recommend? Shoot. I got a lot of furry YouTubers. You know, obviously the big ones like Majira and Rika, and you know, we got guys like Nos and Kiro. So they're really cool. I enjoy all of their content, honestly. There's just a lot of furry YouTubers out there. Let's see. I'm trying to think of anyone that you guys wouldn't know off the bat. Because, like, obviously people like Pocari-Roo, like, a lot of people like Pocari-Roo. So, it's, yeah, it's a little crazy to try to think of someone that you guys don't know. Let's see. I'm trying to keep up with this chat, man. If you apply human logic to furries, who are the alt universe to humans? They would be naked. Yeah, pretty much. If honestly, like, if the world was actual anthropomorphic animals, full suits would be naked people. So let's see. One thing I like to do is I keep one of my older thumbnails. I keep it right here. So let's go ahead and use that for color sampling. So I'm going to use a little drop tool. Let's do that. Mostly because I'm too lazy to do it any other way. And go ahead and increase that. Look at that. That looks much better. So then I'm going to extend that just a little bit. Boop. Hi, Boof. My Boof is in here. I like how on my girlfriend's YouTube channel it says Clockwork Raccoon. Oh, thanks, Tomu. Oh my gosh, thank you for doing all those super chats, man. That is crazy. Like, crazy in the best way, I promise. But that is just, that blows my mind because, like, that's real money. Like, that's what people, work for. So, aww. Clocky's in here. I was showing everybody all the art of our personas, like the one you drew me for Valentine's Day, and the one we have right here, and the one we have... Oh, that's Homeland Security. Whoops. Let's see. That's just customs forms for all the gear. Let's see. Doop, 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 doop. How'd you go about getting your first art of your persona? Did you draw it yourself? No, actually. Was it the first art? I think I actually have the first art of my persona in here. First art of my persona was drawn by she's a blue dog fursuiter named Kai. She's at That Crazy Canine on Twitter. This is the very first piece of art I ever got of my persona. So there he is. There's the boy. Yeah. This was like, yeah. Yeah, like Clocky said, she doesn't do YouTube videos, but she's a fantastic artist, and she draws all kinds of cool stuff on on Twitter. So go ahead and follow her at Clockwork Raccoon. Or Clockwork Coon. Clockwork Raccoon. Now I'm just saying your YouTube channel name. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. And do that. Boom. So pretty much after I make the little title, I kind of just copy paste it because that just makes life so much easier. Angry Bacon, Destiny fan, I see. Yeah, I love Destiny. I want to do a cosplay now that the new game is coming out, so that's gonna be cool. Let's see. Do I have a persona other than Ace? No, I don't. I'm too lazy. I had Ace, and then I kind of just stuck with him, and I've just never needed anything else. He's just been a good dude. He's been a good boy. I am dangerously. I'm gonna move the dangerously. I am dangerously ticklish. Woo. There we go. Alright, bye Nihairu. Have a good night. Let's see. What's my favorite car? Shoot. I have a lot of favorite cars. Sounds dumb, but my favorite car is a Model T. My dad has a Model T, and like I rode in it one time, and it was probably the scariest car I've ever been in because it feels like you're in a wagon. Like it feels like you're in just a wagon, and it's going incredibly fast for a wagon. Like it only goes 20 miles an hour, but that's really fast for a wagon. Like I've been in race cars and sports cars and stuff, and it's just a lot scarier when you're on wooden wheels. Let's see. Let's see. Yep, my secret has been revealed. I'm dangerously ticklish. Look at that. He's even got a little face on. He's like, I don't like this. Look at his little nose. I love my new suit. He protect, he attack, but mostly he ticklish. Yeah, look at those big squishy paws. A lot of face pawing in this video. There we go. So let's go ahead and just cut that right there. Psycho is asking, any advice for coming out as a furry? Honestly, like, the whole coming out as a furry thing, I think it's best to try to not make a big deal out of it. I feel like when you approach something in a really casual manner and just present it in a casual way, you're going to get a pretty casual response. Like, you know, some people try to make this huge deal out of it, and I find that if you don't really build it up as this scary thing, especially to the person that you're talking to, it should be okay. Because say they don't even know what a furry is, then they'll probably kind of match your energy on it. So if you just approach your parents and say, hey, check out this thing I really like, they might be like, wow, that is really cool. Like, that's a thing that you like. As opposed to if you were like, Mom, Dad, I'm a furry. And then they're like, what's a furry and why is this a bad thing? Should we be worried? Like, so, yeah. I think the best thing is to not treat it as a coming out thing. I think the best thing is to just, present it as what it is. It's a hobby, and I think it's something that should be enjoyed. And I think it's something to be presented like a hobby. It'd be like, if you were saying, "Hey, mom, dad, I like to build model cars," and they'd be like, "Hey, great, that's the thing that you like." So I think ultimately just treat it like any other hobby and try to present them as such. I know it's kind of a weirder hobby, dressing up in animal costumes and looking at animal art and stuff. Um, but it's honestly not something to make that big a deal of. What are your plans in terms of the next conventions you want to attend? Um, let's see. I'm going to Midwest Fur Fest with my girlfriend. We're going to meet up with some friends there, so I'll see you guys in Chicago in December, and then oh, got a burp. But shoot, I'm trying to think like of what else to do. Like pretty much, um, pretty much, I've got all my conventions laid out for the rest of the year. Um, but I'm hoping to go to a lot more next year. I feel like I didn't go to very many conventions this year, and I'm going to try to fix that. Let's see. Do 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 do. My phone kind of messed up. It can't follow the live chat. Oh no. There we go. I had to like reset my phone so I can see the live chat. I should go to an East Coast con. I want to go to an East Coast con. It'd be cool. A lot of people wanted me to go to Megaplex, but I kind of want to go to a bigger one. And from what I understand, Megaplex is a little bit of a smaller convention. So, Vernal Equinox would be fun though. I saw a lot of pictures, I think last year, and like it looked like a lot of fun. So, let's see. Fact number 2. When I was little, I wanted to be an when I was a little kid, I wanted to be an archaeologist. Please go to Furry Fiesta. I would love to go to Furry Fiesta. That's actually been on my convention list for a while now. And, like, I've been meaning to go. I was actually in Texas last year around the time of Texas Furry Fiesta, and I meant to go, but I just never got around to it, mostly because I was working. Let's see. What do you use for your background? Actual wood or texture? Yeah, so this is actually just a fabric background that I bought on Amazon for like $15. And literally, if you zoom out even a little bit, like you'll see my actual wall in the frame. And Psychos, I use Final Cut Pro for editing. And hi, Nick Carter. Yeah, I go to BLFC. I try to go to BLFC every year. I don't think I've missed it, actually, since my first time attending. So I want to do... Let's see. And then try to get a transparent PNG of Yugi. Let's see. Oh, I should probably go to the right folder. So right now, I'm explaining in the video. I'm like, hey, I think that when I was younger, when I wanted to be an archaeologist, it was literally just because I watched a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! And Indiana Jones. Boop. Please tell me this one has a transparent background. Sweet. Steel. There we go. Let's see. You'll probably design some game stuff. That's cool. Hi, Kimmy, Nikki. I'm doing well. I'm really tired, but you know, who didn't watch Indiana Jones? I know, right? Let's see. Actually, my girlfriend hadn't seen the Indiana Jones movies, so I ended up having her watch those because I'm like, no, you gotta see Indiana Jones. Boop. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop Indy in there. There we go. Ah, he's in the wrong spot. Hey, you get over there, Harrison Ford. There we go. Let's see. All right, good night, you guys. All the folks going to sleep. I know it's getting kind of late, especially if you're on the east coast of the U.S. I think it's going to be like what, like almost 11 o'clock right now. Yeah, people wonder why I can't get to why I don't answer my Telegram very often. That's why. It's crazy. Butter J Mac is asking, what is my favorite video game? Shoot. I love Assassin's Creed. I'd say that's my favorite video game series. I don't think I can narrow it down just to one specific video game, so I'd have to say my favorite video game series is Assassin's Creed. Ah. Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Oh man, Black Flag. Okay, so I will say Black Flag was probably one of my favorites out of the entire series of Assassin's Creed games, just because those were that was where they really improved a lot of the gameplay, and they just added so much. I think that's like the most they added as far as features and gameplay styles since the first game. Like that was just one of the coolest iterations of that series. But yeah. Assassinators Dynasty from Ubisoft. Yes, Jess, and because pirates. So, like I said, I try to cut out all these little pauses here and there. Just because I know people get bored really easily, especially on the internet. What is my favorite Pokemon? Aw, shoot. That is a tough one. I'd have to say Arcanine. Arcanine is definitely my favorite Pokemon. It's just so cute, and it's so fluffy, and I feel like if I had one, I would not need a car. I would just ride my Arcanine everywhere. I'm going to start a thing that is a furry, a butt potato. Notice me. I noticed you. Was it the impressionist? I don't know. Impressionist, duh. Can you sing me a sing? I can sing, but like, nah, not by myself. Who is my favorite raccoon? Clocky, of course. Clocky's my favorite raccoon. That and Rocket, because Rocket's awesome. Long Sleeve is asking, not sure if you saw this the first time, but will this stream remain up once it's over? Yeah, it'll remain one. I think I'll post it. Just because it's my first stream, and I'm just really happy to do it. Yeah. I'll keep it up once it's over. Let's see, Raccoon City Incident says, Ace, thanks so much for doing this stream. It's been a rough day for me. This hangout is helping me feel a lot better. Oh, well, I'm glad. Like, I know I sound tired. I'm sorry I can't offer my full enthusiasm for it. It's like 5 a.m. here. But yeah, I'm glad that this is a nice place to just hang out and relax and decompress, especially after you've kind of had a rough day. I'm gonna delete that one. Let's see. Doop 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 doop. Miguel, which song is stuck in your head? Let's see. Wheelie Husky is asking, what has been your favorite YouTube video that you've filmed on your YouTube channel? On my current YouTube channel, my favorite one that I did, honestly, is the collab I did with Majira, that furry parallel universe skit. That was a lot of fun, mostly because it was a nice reminder of how much fun YouTube videos were. Towards the end of my old channel, The Box, I started just not having as much fun with it. It ended up being a lot of work, so it was really cool after I launched the new channel to do that skit, because I was like, yes, I'm having fun, I'm having a good time again, and obviously Majira is just a lot of fun to work with. What is my favorite prank? You know, honestly, my favorite pranks are harmless ones. I think the best type of... See, people always think of, like, you know, splatting a pie on someone's face or something, I don't know, like, you know, for a prank. And I think the best prank is one that both the person performing the prank and the person who's the victim of the prank, if they can both enjoy it, I think that is an ideal prank. Good night, Tomu. Thanks again for all those super chats. Oh my goodness. But yeah, like, get some rest. Have a good night. Okami no Heishi. Hello, Ace. Nice to see you streaming. You're pretty damn awesome. Aw, thanks, man. Let's see. I love how you said that you tend to procrastinate videos, and here you are at 5 a.m. finishing a video. Yeah, that's me. 5 in the morning finishing up a video. On the upside, I'm going to get this thing done pretty early, actually. It's just that... tonight is like my only opportunity to do it on this business trip. There we go. I'm an Eagle Scout. Doop doop doo doo. Yeah, Jess, it's 5 a.m. where I am. But don't worry, I have today off. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is I'm just going to go downstairs around 7 a.m., grab that breakfast buffet, and come back up here and take a nap. Oh, that's cool, Kira. I'm glad. Eagle Scouts, Eagle Scout furries. Boy Scouting was a really important thing for me, actually. Um, before Before I joined Boy Scouts, I was actually kind of antisocial and really, really quiet, and that kind of forced me to come out of my shell. So it was kind of cool, and it gave me a lot of skills to feel independent. Kiri is asking, what was my Eagle Scout project? So my Eagle Scout project was actually I was putting on a benefit concert in the park. So what happened was I partnered with a local women's shelter for single moms and victims of domestic abuse, and I organized with them especially because it was a smaller charity. It was a smaller local charity because I didn't really want to help out a large charity. Not that it's bad to help large charities, but I feel like the smaller charities were the ones that could really use the help. So what I ended up doing was hosting a concert with local bands in the park, and the admission price for attending the concert was a can of food. So we did a canned food drive in the form of a benefit concert, and it was a lot of fun. Like, it was really good, and it was the coolest thing ever. We showed up with a big truckload full of canned food, and we showed up to the women's shelter, and they were just blown away. And we filled their entire stock room full of canned goods, and that was such a good feeling, especially because it was combining a few things that I enjoy, like music. Like, music is really important to me. So it was really nice to be able to use something that I have fun with to be able to, it was cool to use something that I have fun with to be able to help people out, especially a small local charity. Gary's asking, are you in Asia somewhere if it's 5 a.m.? I'm in Milan, in Italy right now. I was in Rome yesterday, and I was supposed to go to Frankfurt in Germany tomorrow, but like the surgery cases I'm supposed to film, they got canceled. So I'm like, all right, guess I'm spending the day in Milan. Let's see. Jess, dang, your Eagle Scout project was cool. My brother just helped refurb park benches. I mean, it was a running joke in my Boy Scout troop. We had me and my group. We were really competitive, friendly competitive, of course, but we all challenged each other. Me and all of my friends, especially the ones in my patrol and Boy Scouts. We all challenged each other to do Eagle Scout projects that were not building park benches and not doing little things like that. Not that building a park bench is a bad thing. Like, it's obviously you're renovating a public space, which is cool, but we wanted to go a step beyond just building something. We wanted to do something unique. So that was one thing that me and my friends always challenged each other to do. Again, I'm so sorry that I sound tired right now. Let's see. Furex Blueberry is asking, would you choose Clockwork Raccoon or Majira? Clocky, every time. She's a lot cuter. Sorry, Majira. Oh, Kiru, that's actually a really cool Eagle Scout project. So for those of you guys who are just listening and not really reading the chat actively, his Eagle Scout project was retiring old American flags from all over Las Vegas and training the public on how to do it and the importance of the American flag. I think that's really cool. I think that's another unique thing. It's nice because that's got a lot of patriotism to it, and I think retiring the American flag properly is a really cool thing to teach people how to do, especially because some people just might not know how to do it properly. Aw. Clocky's saying, you should do podcasts. Your voice is really nice to listen to, and you have interesting topics. Who agrees with me? I don't know. I would like to do podcasts. That would be a lot of fun. One thing I want to do is at least go do something involving voiceover, so, yeah. Yeah, sorry if I have long pauses in the middle. Sometimes it's sometimes it's hard to keep up with this stuff. Here we go. Fact number 5. My favorite movies are really messed up. Oh, thanks, Azriel. For those of you guys listening, Azriel says, I really appreciate when you guys do streams like this. It makes us feel a lot closer to the people that we love watching. Well, thanks, man. Like, honestly, one of my favorite things about doing YouTube is interacting with you guys, and I know that sounds super cliche, but, I mean, it's really cool when I get to actually talk with you guys, because I don't want the people that watch my channel to feel like they're just numbers to me. I want to keep an active engagement with them, and not just for the sake of growing this channel, but because I actually, it matters to me. When I was younger, I used to watch a lot of YouTube channels, and when I was going through stuff that was really difficult, watching people on the internet made me feel better, and I really understand how powerful the connection can be to watching people online. So I think, it's nice to hear that it's appreciated, but also I want you guys to know how much I appreciate you communicating with me, because it sounds a little selfish, but I'm also doing it for me. It feels really good when I get to interact with you guys, because I get a lot of messages that are saying, oh, well, you help me out, like, you make me feel better at the end of the day, and I want you guys to know that you actually do that for me as well. Whenever I have a tough day, I go and respond to comments, and that makes me feel better. Whenever I'm having a hard time or I'm stressed at work, it's nice to be able to go into these comments and go into these chats and to be able to talk to you guys, and it makes me feel better. It feels nice to be social like this, Also, this isn't a beer. This is sparkling water, I promise. I just realized, I'm just like drinking this on the stream, and I'm like, wait a minute, some people might think that's beer. I'm not drinking on my stream. Oh, I said super, not really. Super messed up. Foxes Our Life is asking what program I use. Yeah, Final Cut Pro. I use Final Cut Pro. Sorry if anybody freaks out about the blood on the American Psycho thing. American Psycho is one of my favorite movies. I like psychological thrillers. Boop. Yeah, I hope that blood doesn't freak anybody out. Aw, you hear that, Clocky? Someone said you have a cool fursuit. I think her fursuit's really cool, too. I gotta be careful when Googling A Clockwork Orange because it can be kind of graphic. There we go. I'll just use the movie poster. I don't want to Google, just general Google image search for A Clockwork Orange. That might end badly. I don't want to do that to people. There we go. What do I use for streaming? I use OBS. OBS is just a really easy program, especially because I'm not a super experienced live streamer. So, like, OBS is just really easy to set up. There we go. I gotta move this over here and move that over here. Psychological horror. Yeah, I like psychological horror. That's some of my favorite stuff. That's why I like serial killer movies, because it's really cool when you get inside their head. Like that's two things that American Psycho and A Clockwork Orange have in common. Is you're watching this movie with them as the protagonist, because a lot of killer movies, like, you know, you're going through the victim's eyes, so it's really cool to have that different perspective when you're watching the movie through their eyes and hearing their thoughts and hearing their process. So it's really interesting. FikeX Entertainment says, "Hey, I come on after watching an episode of Attack on Titan, and after watching so much blood splatter onto faces, I thought, hey, cute guy streaming, sees a guy covered in blood. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to keep the blood down as much as possible. I feel bad. I never wanna trigger somebody, and I never want anyone to feel uncomfortable. Yeah. Though, if anybody in the stream wants to see any of these movies, I do highly recommend American Psycho and A Clockwork Orange. They are both just really good pieces of cinematic art, and they're two of my personal favorites. Hi, Hollyroo the Wolf, sorry. Hollyroo the Wolf is saying, you make editing look so easy. Is it honestly, once you get the hang of basic editing techniques and all the little keystrokes you need to do, editing isn't that hard, especially for most YouTube videos. Obviously, a lot of other videos take more touching up. I know sketch comedy videos are exponentially harder to edit than a vlog like this, though they do still take time. Vlogs and actually, surprisingly, video game videos are really hard to edit because they're just so long. There's a lot of watching playback, and there's a lot of watching these over and over and over again. So it gets a little crazy. So I wouldn't say that a lot of editing is difficult as much as it is time consuming. Oh yeah, Alfie the Wolf is asking, Ace, what are you humming? One thing, if a lot of people who hang out with me notice this a lot, is I kind of just hum randomly. It's just a habit. I don't know where the habit came from. I don't know where the habit came from, and I don't know when it started, but it's just something I kind of do. I think that's my brain trying to fill in the silence, because my brain moves kind of quickly sometimes, and it's just like, oh no, silence, you need to fill this, and I'm like, okay. So I kind of just hum. Let's see, FikeX is asking, how long do you think Nigahiga's videos take to edit? Honestly, most full-time YouTubers, their videos probably take a long time to edit, because one, they're trying to pump out high quality videos all the time, and doing YouTube is a full time job. Like doing YouTube at their level is an actual full time job. So I would think their videos actually take a while. Yeah, see, Nos knows what I'm talking about. I just hum random songs, like, and they're not even real songs. I kind of just hum randomly. Let's see. The Impressionist is asking, what online games do you play normally? I actually don't play a lot of online games. I play a lot of solo games. Every now and again I play, like, Destiny and The Division, but honestly, like, I don't play a lot of online games, mostly because I just don't have the time to do it. I wish I did. I wish I had enough time to do some online games, but it just gets a little difficult sometimes, especially with the amount of upkeep it is. I used to play World of Warcraft a little bit, but it just became so time consuming. I just don't have the time for a lot of MMOs. Deckerlink says, Ace and Nos are my dream collab. You both are wonderful marshmallow levels of pleasant. Well, I mean, if Nos ever wanted to collab, I'd be totally down, because he seems like a cool dude. I met Nos like once, and he was really nice. So, like, if he ever wanted to collab, I'd be totally down. See, Majira wants me and Nos to collab. Hi, Majira. Doop doop doo. See, was it Mezic Fox is saying, you and Nos are a few of my favorite YouTubers. When I got into the furry side of YouTube, you guys and Majira were the first people I watched. Aw, thanks, man. That actually means a lot to me. Majira, you say, Ace, I can't look at your videos the same way now that I know the wood is fake. Oh no! No, I promise, the wood is real. The wood is absolutely real fabric. Whoop. I'm like trying to pick which outro to use. Clocky. The humming makes you like a cute idle video game character. I don't know. It's just a habit. I honestly don't know where I picked it up. Like, I don't know where I did it. So, like, I have no idea when I started humming randomly. Yeah. The wood is a lie. Yeah, the wood is a lie. Like, freaking, if I watch, what is it? If I go to my Instagram, I've got a picture of the setup, and it's a total lie. There it is. The wood is a lie. It's just a little $15 sheet I got on Amazon. Yeah, sorry, Majira. I pick Clocky over you every time. So, like, at the end of all my videos, I do, like, about 2 or 3 outros. Just anytime I do something right, I try to do, like, 2 or 3 times in a row. Let's see. I think I like the first one, actually. I'm gonna watch this one. Look at his little nose. I love how my new fursuit came out. Nick Carter's asking, do you have a specific voice that you use with Ace? So I do, but like not intentionally. Like, I have a voice that I use with Ace, but I don't do it on purpose. It kind of just comes out whenever I'm wearing him and whenever I'm getting into character. I remember actually the first time I met one of my friends, Pinky Posh. One time I met her at Anthrocon. It was the first time I ever met her, right? And it's the first time we're hanging out, and we have our fursuit heads off. And we're waiting to go into the dealer's den. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to just go ahead and we're just talking like this. I sound like this when I'm talking to her. And this is the first time she's ever met me outside of the internet. And we're waiting to go into the dealer's den. I'm like, oh, I'm going to put my fursuit head on. And she's like, okay, okay. And then I put it on, and I start doing my Ace voice, like, and then she's like, whoa, what the hell? So it just kind of happens. I don't do it on purpose. So, see, Nos knows exactly what I'm talking about. Like, once I get my fursuit head on, like, it kind of just happens. Ah. See, now anytime I tell people to hit, like, I'm watching the outro right now, I'm watching the playback, and anytime I say to hit the little bell, I think of Fjord Frost now. Oh, I gotta shorten that a little bit. Adding a little tail end onto it. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Oops. Nope, I didn't mean to put that there. Just want to take that, steal that text, put that right there. There we go. Aw, both of you and Nas's fursuit voices are hella cute. It's cool that they're both kind of natural. Yeah, it is nice, actually. It's really nice to be able to just hop into my fursuit and not actively think about doing a special voice for it. It makes it a lot easier to perform him and make him all crazy. Raphael's asking, any disappointing furry convention? I would have to say, honestly, Califer, which is really sad because Califer was one of my first furry conventions. And it's a great first convention. It's really small. There's, it's definitely compact. So it was a really good first furry convention. But honestly, like, after it being my first convention, it was just kind of a disappointment, and it's kind of gone downhill as of late. Like, it's just kind of started to suck. So, I mean, not to rip on Califer, like, I know it's near and dear to a lot of people's hearts, myself included, But I would say it's definitely been one of the conventions that's been more of a letdown lately. And if it wasn't within an hour's drive of where I live, like, I wouldn't have attended last year. Oh, Mr. Boston Terrier is going to bed. All right, good night. Sharky Game says, I love how your persona looks just like you. Maybe it's the eyes. Yeah, maybe it is the eyes. I don't know. What is it? You made it to class before. You made it to first class before you quit Scouts. You kind of miss it, but the troop I was in was steering away from what Scouts are supposed to be. Oh, that's unfortunate because the program Boy Scouts itself, Boy Scouts are a good thing. Like I think a lot of who I am now is because of Boy Scouting and because of the people who were in my troop. But I had a really good troop. The Impressionist is saying, "Stop everything you're doing. Go make a Discord." I would like to. I think I'll make a Discord after I do this. It'd be kind of cool to have a Discord chat so I can do voice chat with you guys. Neko the Skeleton's asking, is Eagle Scouts Boy Scouts? Yeah, so Eagle Scout is a rank in Boy Scouts. It's the highest rank that you can achieve in Boy Scouts. It's kind of like how for, I think with, what was it, Girl Scouts, I believe, have the Gold Award. Yeah. Let's see. Foxes are life. You're funny. Let's see. GameSport88 saying, nice to watch you tonight, Ace. Well, thanks. Thanks for hanging out with me while I'm doing this stuff. What was the... Oh, yeah. I used to play in a grunge band. Yeah, there we go. Got any, let's see, Mike's15 is asking, got any answers for a person that is getting his first fursuit tonight? I would say try it on, just have fun, be yourself, don't think too hard about getting into character. I see a lot of people, they think too much about doing it, and I think the best thing you can do when you're performing with a fursuit is just, have fun and be yourself. Like, the moment people... I feel like people spend too much time trying to create this alter ego for themselves in Fursuit, and I say just let it happen naturally. Let's see. A grunge band is... RW Innovation is asking, what's a grunge band? It's kind of like punk. It's like... I'm trying to think of... it's like Nirvana and Soundgarden, that kind of music. So it's really angry rock music. Which is funny because I'm just not a really angry person, but... that happens, Nick Carter. Like, he's saying he lost interest in Boy Scouts because the troop was kind of boring. And I'm like, yeah, that happens. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't, So I feel like I got the bulk of this work done. Now I gotta pick out a song. I got a whole library of just royalty-free music, but like I've been checking out YouTube's royalty-free library lately. It's pretty cool. So for any of you guys who are making YouTube videos, this is one of the best resources. Because people are like, oh, how do I get non-copyrighted music? Right here. YouTube actually has a big library of royalty-free music. So let's see. Yeah, you go to online school. Okay, so Neko the Skeleton is saying, my mom is the co-leader of my troop, and my friend's mom is the leader. Since I go to online school, Girl Scouts is the only way I can see my friends. Well, I'm glad that the program, though, I'm glad that gives you an avenue to see your friends. I'm, trying to find... I'm trying to find some music. There we go. So this is where I just hop into here, go to my little drive. just got a big library full of stuff. I need to buy a new hard drive. I only got 48 gigs left on this thing. This is a 2 terabyte drive. Let's see. Alrighty, Minty Zaki, go to sleep, get some rest. Your wrist hurts. I hope it feels better. Don't draw too hard. You need your wrist to draw. I'm going to lower the volume just a little more. One of the things I always had trouble with was I love music, so I want it to be heard in the video, but I always forget that they want to hear talking in the video, not music. You gotta oh, Turtles and Fruit is saying, oh, I don't want to go to bed, but I have to go to hell. I mean, school tomorrow. Well, it was nice. Good night. Have a good night. Can we watch the video with sound when you're done? Yeah, I'm gonna probably end the stream before I completely finish the video, just because there's a few really fine-tuned touches that I'm gonna put on it before I upload it. But it's gonna be up. It'll be up on Friday, so yeah. Mezic Fox is asking, what's a Discord chat? I know and use Telegram, but I'm confused. Discord is similar to Telegram. Discord is you can make chat rooms, and it's a lot of voice chat. A lot of people use it for video gaming. So, like, you know, people will make chats for their clans. I know a few LARP games that I participate in, live-action roleplay games. They use Discord for role-playing and stuff like that. So they'll make rooms with locations and stuff like that where they can role-play. What is it? Wheelie Husky's asking, how did you get into fursuit dancing? Honestly, I just saw fursuit dancers, and I'm like, hey, I want to do that. Like, I want to do that. That looks cool. So I just looked up dance tutorials on YouTube, and I learned how to do combos, little dance moves, and stuff like that. Like, it's really cool. Like, that's kind of how I honestly get into. That's honestly how I get into almost anything that I do, is I look at it and I'm like, hey, that's cool, and then I just decide to learn how to do it. That's like how I have a little 3D printing workshop back home, and I have it as a little side business, and that was the same deal. I was like, man, 3D printing's cool, I want to learn how to do that, and I just taught myself how to do it. Dragon Pulse Gamer, I'm going to try to make fan art of you. Aw, thank you. Let's see, Bubblegum Jasper says, it's rare to see someone just as cute out of suit as they are in suit. Aw, thank you. That's really sweet, actually. I'm always self-conscious about how I look. Like, I don't know why. Like, I'm not a gross-looking person, at least I don't think I am. But, like, I don't know what it is. I've always been self-conscious about how I look. Ever since I was a little kid, I was actually kind of self-conscious. So that's actually really nice. Thank you. Fursuit dancing is what got you into fursuiting. Aw, that's really cool. Wheelie Husky's asking, who is my favorite fursuit dancer or dancers? Oh man, I have so many. Let's see. Obviously Mangusu. I love Mangusu. Like, his old Monster Roo suit was actually one of the first things that made me think fursuit dancing was like, whoa, this is cool. Let's see. I love. There's a dancer named It. He's a really good friend of mine, and he's super talented, and I love him to death. There's also, I don't know if any of you guys watched the BLFC dance competition this past year, but Pilot is really cool. I met her at BLFC at the dance comp, and we just ended up hanging out. So it's really cool. Like, it's really cool to be able to meet people. The whole dancer fur community is awesome. I would say my all-time fursuit dance senpai, I say that totally unironically because I love him to death, would be Doryu. Doryu is probably my favorite fursuit dancer ever. He's just really cool. And I've met him a couple times, and he just seems like a really, really cool, genuine, down-to-earth guy. And I think that's always awesome. See, Wyatt Wild says, Ace, you're almost at 6,000 subscribers. I'm so proud of you and how much your channel has grown. Aw, thank you. I'm actually really surprised at how quickly this channel's grown, mostly because it was like my old channel. I think it took me like took about 3 years to get to 14,000 subscribers. So I mean, we've only been around for like 2 months and we're at 6,000. So that is insane to me. Like that is beyond any expectation I had for this channel, and I'm honestly incredibly grateful. Like I love being able to make content for you guys, and I love being able to interact and entertain you. So, your favorite fursuit dancer is Hogwash Husky. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I know Hogwash. He's a cool dude. I used to see him at a lot of fur meets. I haven't seen him in a little while, but yeah. Let's see. I like to dance and sing, but I'm so self-conscious about my singing and dancing. Let's see. Oh, you have a live count on my channel right now. What's the sub count at? Let's see. Let's just do like live sub count. Then I'm gonna go to my channel. I think that'd be kind of a fun. The video's pretty much done editing right now, so like, yeah, the video's pretty much done editing. So let me see if I can even spell my username correctly. Hello. I think that'd be a cool way to end the stream, is if it got to 6,000 subscribers. I doubt it'll get there, like, right away. Like, but, oh, wow. Only 26 people left. That is so cool. Like, oh, whoa. There's 2 more. That is awesome. Like, that is just beyond me. Like, I know I don't sound as enthusiastic as I usually do, mostly because it's like 6 a.m. right now. But that is the coolest thing. Let's see. I like to dance and sing, but I'm so self-conscious about my singing and dancing. You know, Neko the Skeleton's asking about singing and dancing, and they're really self-conscious. I think the coolest thing about singing and dancing is just you can do anything with it. Like, I mean, that sounds so silly, but like, you know, singing and dancing are really amazing creative outlets. And I think the most important thing to remember when you're starting out doing something creative is you're not going to be the best at it. And that is okay. It is totally okay to not be good at it. I played in a band for a few years, singing and playing guitar, and we sucked. We sucked for like the first year and a half. Like, we were awful. and we knew that, and it was okay because we were having fun. And eventually we got really good at it. Eventually we got pretty good, and we were able to play live shows. So it was just one of those things. It was one of those things that it was a lot of fun to be terrible and know it. And you know, I was super self-conscious. I'm still self-conscious about anything creative I do, and it feels really good when you start to get over that self-consciousness. So I think you can do it. I really think. If you really practice enough, you could sing and dance for an audience. If that's what you want. Not everybody has to do it for an audience. Oops, sorry. Itchy. Itchy nose. Oh my gosh. Oh, goodness. Let's see. It's Furry Thing says, hello, Ace of Hearts Fox. I love your vids. Hey, thanks, man. Oh my god. We only need 19 more people to get to 6,000 subscribers. No problem, Ace. I love your work. Fruit and smile. I love how you take the time out of your day to keep us entertained each day. Oh, thank you. You know, it's a lot of fun. And, you know, it is a lot of work. It's definitely a lot of work to upkeep and do all the editing and filming and writing and stuff. But, you know what, like, it's so much fun, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. Like, I love being able to entertain people. Like, if someone were to say, hey, you can have all the money in the world, but you can't entertain people ever again, like, I honestly would keep entertaining, like, because it brings me so much happiness and brings me lots of joy to be able to interact with you guys on a regular basis. Like, that is just, like, that's just one of my actual sources of real joy. And for people who are just joining in, no, I'm not drinking beer, I'm drinking sparkling water. Let's see. Doom the Husky says, "Hi, I'm Doom, and I really, really want a fursuit. How did you save up your money?" Honestly, lots of budgeting. Lots of cutting down on little expenses. I remember when I was saving for my fursuit, I didn't go out to eat like a lot at all. I saved money wherever I could. Even little things, like I remember when I would go out to eat with friends, like I wouldn't order a drink because that's like $2 or $3 that I could save, and little things like that. And I just put away money over the course of a few months, and I would have a set amount of money that I would try to save each month. I would try to save like $50 to $100 a month for my first fursuit. And then I was able to afford it. And then the second fursuit, by the time I was getting my second fursuit, I had a better job, so I was able to save more money a month. But the same rules apply. Like, I cut down on lots of unnecessary expenses. I didn't buy lots of snacks and things like that, because snacks are expensive, especially because I just love eating. You know, doing lots of little things like that to save money, that's probably one of the best ways to save up for a fursuit. And it'll take time. It'll take lots of time. RW Innovation says, when you convert someone into a furry, do you take an Ace of Hearts card and use it as your calling card? I actually have an entire deck of cards. I think I have a picture of it somewhere. Let me see if I can pull it up. I have a whole deck of cards. My brother-in-law got me a deck of cards for Christmas, and it's all Ace of Hearts cards. It is the coolest thing. Let me see if I can find the picture. Oh yeah, check that out. This is how I knew my sister's husband was a keeper, right there. He got me Fursona playing cards. Like, he got me Fursona playing cards for Christmas. How cool is that? He's a really nice guy. And, you know, he's so understanding about all this weird creative stuff that I do. So, yeah, it was an entire... So what was cool was not only was the back of the card, not only was the backing of my Fursona, the entire deck was all Ace of Hearts. Like, that was the coolest thing. So I actually ended up giving those away for a while. I don't know if anybody would want them now. Like it'd be kind of, you know, if any, I might do it again. Like, if anybody wants me to give away Ace of Hearts cards, maybe I'll do it at a panel or something. Sharky Snaps says, "Hey Ace, it's Roscoe Snaps. Any suggestions on starting up a YouTube channel?" I would say the best thing for starting up a YouTube channel, do something you like. Like, I know that sounds so simple, but so many people get caught up in, like, you know, what can I do that's popular right now? What can I do that's, you know, gonna get me trending or whatever? Just do what you like. Do something that you enjoy, because honestly, that's gonna reflect a lot better to your viewers. And, people know. Like, people aren't stupid, and people will know if the thing you're talking about is something that you like. So I would say do something that is reflective of who you are, because honestly, people just like to interact with people, and if you present yourself genuinely, they're going to know that. And I think that's the best thing that you could do for starting up a YouTube channel, is just do something you love, because one, they're going to like it too, but two, you're never going to get tired of it. If it's something that you absolutely are passionate about, or something that you just really enjoy doing every day, then you're never going to get tired, and you're never going to run out of content. I should get sponsored or something. Let's see. Blake Leddit says, "I like to sing and dance too, but there's always a part of me that gets very nervous when others are watching me, especially in my younger years when I did theater. I guess I got camera shy." You know what? Like, that's fair. It's really funny. I can get up on stage and I can perform for people, but the second I'm one-on-one with someone, I get super self-conscious, so I totally feel you on that. Oh, man. My nose is itchy. Sorry. I'm gonna make it. Only 17 more. Only 17 more. Let's see. Okay, people are saying to check my Twitter. I'm gonna check my Twitter. A little surprise on Twitter. Aww. Aw, that's so cute. He looks like a little Looney Tune. I'm gonna retweet that. Thank you. Aw, you guys are so sweet. What the heck? You guys are so cool. I know I don't sound super enthusiastic right now, mostly because it's like morning right now. I think but thank you guys. You're all so sweet, and I honestly, you're all fantastic, and I just can't say enough good things about it. I'm seriously at a loss for words because it blows my mind that this many of you guys, one, that this many of you guys exist, but two, that like, we can all interact together like this. It's just it's really cool. Mike 15 says, I really, really want to meet you at MFF. I am saving up for this year Midwest Fur Fest charity. Even I saved up $300 so far and still growing. I am going to set up a dance for charity at Midwest Fur Fest. Well, that's cool. If any of you guys see me ever at a convention, please don't be shy. Don't hesitate to come up to me and talk to me. If it looks like I'm in a circle with friends, just tap me on the shoulder and be like, hey, I really wanted to talk to you, I really wanted to meet you, because I always get messages from people. Almost every time I go to a convention, I get a message from someone, and they were like, hey, I saw you out on the convention floor, and I really wanted to talk to you, but it was just, you looked like you were busy, I didn't want to bother you. You guys never bother me. The only time I won't sit down to talk with you guys is if I have to be somewhere, like if I need to go back to my room, if I need to go to dinner with someone, or if I'm meeting up with some friends and I have to go, then like that. But I'll never ever be annoyed when people sit down to talk to me, or whenever they want to hang out, or if you guys want to say hi or take a picture or something, like please walk up to me. I really enjoy talking to you guys, and it's always the coolest thing to be able to meet you in real life. Let's see. Wyatt Wild says, Ace, thank you so much for liking and retweeting my tweet. Love you and your fabulous work. Well, I love you and your fabulous work. That you made my guy look like a Looney Tune. That's the coolest thing. Strawberry Chan says, Ace, you're awesome. You inspired my persona. So, I love you, Ace. Notice me, senpai. Well, I noticed you. I don't know if I'm anybody's senpai, but yeah, I noticed you. And I'm glad I could help inspire your persona. Let's see. Boop doop doop doo. Kiru's going to take off, go to school. Hope to chat with you again or meet you at a convention. Yeah, have a good one, man. Have a good day at school. Bubblegum Jasper is saying, where even are you? It's like 9 p.m. for me. I'm in Milan in Italy right now for work. Yesterday I was in Rome. I was supposed to go to Germany today/tomorrow. It's like morning/nighttime right now. But I was supposed to go to Germany on Wednesday, and I guess the cases got canceled. So here I am. I'm hanging out in Milan for the day. So I figured I'd get a little bit of editing done. Neko the Skeleton says, if I ever go to a convention, I probably won't talk to anyone. The life of an introvert and being slightly antisocial. If you do go to a convention, though, and you do see me, please feel free to walk up to me and say hi, because I don't want anyone to ever feel like, they can't talk to me, and I want to be able to help people that are having trouble being social, especially at a convention. I'm going to see if I can pop out the little live stream chat. Let's see. There we go. A little pop-out chat. There we go. Pop-out chat. Get rid of that. There we go. So we got that. And I got this over here. Cool. So I'm going to close the live stream on my phone, and I'm just going to hang out with you guys on the computer, because I'm pretty much done editing, so... let's see. What is the strangest interaction you've ever had in the fandom or outside? Shoot. One of the weirdest things, I was at a meetup one time, and some dude was sniffing my tail, like throughout the whole day, throughout the whole meetup, and I didn't notice. and then I saw pictures after the meetup, like when someone was taking pictures of me in fursuit, and I see this guy on his hands and knees with his face in my fursuit tail, and I'm like, whoa, because I didn't even feel it the whole time. So I'd say that was probably one of the weirdest interactions that I've had. Let's see. Do you remember the very first fursuit you saw in person? You know what? I don't actually. I don't remember the first fursuit that, no, I can't really remember. I can remember one of the first fursuits that I've ever seen, but I can't remember the exact first time I saw a fursuit. But honestly, yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any specific time that I saw a fursuit for the first time. There was an older. Let me see if I can pull some of my older photos, some old fursuit pictures, like old 2013 fursuit pictures. Aw, there's my first fursuit. Actually, I think that was the first fursuit I ever saw, right there. Oh, isn't that a beautiful face? God. That was one of the first fursuits I ever saw. The guy's name was Hems. And after I tried on his fursuit, I was like, I gotta get one of these. I had to get a fursuit after that. Wyatt Wild says, I've never been to a furry convention before, but next year I'm going to Anthrocon in 2018, and I'm really nervous to go because I've never ever been to a convention before. Well, I can tell you this right now, Wyatt, Anthrocon is a huge convention, so you are gonna wanna look at the convention schedule and figure out a game plan when you get there, because it is huge, and the dealer's hall is the size of a small convention hall. It's that big. It's awesome. Let me see if I'm gonna pull up some old fursuit pictures. Look at that's me trying to be cool when I was younger. I say when I was younger, it was 3 years ago. Oh, man. I don't know if we're going to get to 6,000 subscribers tonight, but that is really cool. Just the fact that people actually subscribe to this channel, it blows my mind, honestly. It's one of the weirdest things to me. Weird in a good way, of course, but it's one of the craziest things to me that people actually take the time to subscribe and actually watch the stuff I make, because I remember when I started doing YouTube videos a few years ago, nobody watched anything that I made, and I was okay with that, honestly. Yeah. Oh yeah, here's there's me and my sister and my brother-in-law. The one we're stabbing with the sword. He's the one that got me those Ace of Hearts cards. His name is Drew. He's a really nice guy. That's us at BlizzCon a few years ago. My entire family is surprisingly cool about all my furry stuff. I take him with me pretty much everywhere that I go, especially when my family and I go on vacations together. I try to take him with me. Let's see. Furry thing says, "You're great. You work hard and deserve every one of them." Thank you. No, that's honestly really sweet. It blows my mind. It's crazy to me that people actually take the time to do it, because it's just, there's only so much time you get to do things, and the fact that they want to spend that time watching something that I've created, that is such a satisfying feeling, Yeah. My family's really cool about me taking my fursuit on vacations and stuff like that. This is me in Colorado. I forget who was filming this. Who was filming this? I think my twin brother might have been filming this one. Or no, my sister. This was with my sister. Because there she is. And she's filming me skiing along.
Messick Fox says, I hope you make it to 6,000. Are you going to do something special? I might not do something super special for 6,000. I definitely want to do something cool for 10,000, though. Like, when I hit 10,000 subscribers, I really want to do something special, because that is my big short-term goal. Like, that is my big goal, is to get to 10,000 subscribers. Strawberry Chan says, yeah, it's funny, I found the fandom through my cousin saying, ew, furries. But I was like, yes, furries. But then I said that in my head. Asriel says, so the first time I ever heard of the fandom was some guy on the first day of middle school. First person I met walked up to me and said, you look like a furry. I was like, okay, and here I am. Well, that'll do it. Yeah. Let's see. The struggles of being a young furry. No conventions. Also, hi Ace. Hi Disjoint Wolfie. You know, like, if you can't go to conventions, at least try going to, like, find some meetups in your area. Meetups are really cool. Meetups are a great resource to have. You're in Oregon. Wanted to attend that convention someday. Oh. Yeah. Like, I honestly didn't attend a convention until, like, until I was a furry for a couple of years. I attended my first convention. It was Califur, I think, in, like, I don't even know, 2013? Might have been 2013 or 2014. What if a furry got shouted out by PewDiePie? Honestly, if a furry got shouted out by PewDiePie, like, I have no idea what would happen. Like, that would be the coolest thing ever, because he would, like, you know, a large YouTuber acknowledging our existence. It's like the whole Shane Dawson thing with Kiro. I think that's really cool, that someone who's larger on the scope of the internet addresses the existence of this fandom. I have no idea how that would end if it was PewDiePie, though. Like, I have no idea how that would go. I hear Majira is the guest of honor at Furlandia 2018. That's cool. Like, honestly, the guy deserves it. He works incredibly hard and makes lots of videos, and he's a really nice dude too. Like, I'm really happy if he of all people was the guy that gets to be guest of honor at a convention. Like, I think that'd be a good representation of a lot of what furry YouTube is. Also, he's just really nice. He's a good dude. Ace of Strawberry Fox. Me and Majira were talking, actually, what was it, like, after our collab, when we were uploading and getting ready to post it. Like, we were saying, yep, new ship, Majirace. Hashtag Majirace. No, he's a good dude. He's a good dude. I hope he gets to 100K. I hope he gets to 100,000 subscribers. I think he, of all people, him and Kiro, both of them deserve it. Rinks Wolfie Talks says, I'm heading to bed, Ace. Thanks for making my night more relaxed and good. Thanks. Well, thank you for joining us, man. Like, I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I hope you have a good night. Wyatt Wild says, Ace deserves 10,000 subscribers because he works day in and day out to provide us videos. Ace, you have helped through such hard times. Last year, my dad had passed away when I was 14, and now I'm 15. Well, Wyatt, you know, like, first off, thank you. Like, that means a lot to me, but also, you know, that you acknowledge the amount of work that goes into that. And also, I'm really, really sorry to hear about your dad. Like, that is really sad, and I hope everything's okay with the rest of your family. 15 is kind of a young age to lose a family member, no matter what family member it is. So I hope that, you know, I hope your family's all right. I hope you guys are all doing okay. My dad wasn't around very much when I was younger, but he was still there, obviously. But, like, you know, I didn't really grow up with the dad. He was working a lot to provide for my family, but I couldn't imagine what that kind of grief would be like. So, you know, Wild, my most sincerest condolences to you and your family, and I hope everybody's okay. And if the videos I make can help you through some difficult stuff, then I'm very happy to have that role in your life. So, you know, that's That's really good. Like I don't really know how to end that line of thinking, but I'm glad that I can bring a little joy, you know. Uh, let's see. Reptech says, "Will you make a full-length feature movie of yourself one day?" I don't know if I would ever. I don't think my life would ever be interesting enough to make a full movie about, honestly. I don't know if anybody would want to sit and watch me for 2 hours on a big screen, but yeah. Mezic Fox says, "It's really refreshing how chill you are in real life. Not letting your popularity change you is very uncommon, especially in this fandom. I genuinely appreciate it." Well, thanks, man. Like, honestly, you know, popularity in the fandom is super overrated anyways. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I absolutely love, you know, having the ability to reach a lot of people. Like, I love being able to reach people and being able to communicate with lots of people. But, I mean, at the end of the day, popularity is just popularity. I mean, ultimately, that shouldn't change what you're doing because, you know, I do this because I love it, not because I want to get popular or anything like that. I'm glad. One of my biggest fears, actually, honestly, one of my biggest fears is coming off as some dude who's like, yeah, look how popular I am. Like, that is one of my biggest fears. And I constantly tell my friends, hey, if any of this stuff goes to my head, like, smack me and just say, hey, stop that. Like, bat me on the nose with a newspaper or something. Like, if I ever start sounding like some dude who's like, oh, I'm so popular. Like, it's just, I think I'm too much of a dork and too much of a weirdo to ever be too cool for people. Nick Carter says, "I came across the furry fandom by my friend showing me furry cringe compilations." Oh, man. Well, I'm glad that in spite of the cringe compilations, you really wanted to still join the fandom. Let's see. Strawberry Chan says, "I don't know why I love furry live streams. I watch them every night. Night because I can't watch this stuff during the day. God forbid I watch furry stuff or be a furry." Well, you know, I'm glad. I've been meaning to watch more live streams. My roommate is a live streamer. He streams on Twitch. And he's really fun. I think I'm gonna have him on the background. Like, I want to have live streamers to watch while I'm just working on stuff. It's nice to have a voice in the background, you know. Let's see. "I joined the fandom for a reason, and there is to carry on my first girlfriend's dream. Sadly, she passed due to leukemia." Well, Dragon Pulse Gamer, first off, my condolences, because, you know, like I was saying before, it's difficult to lose people. It's difficult to lose people in your life, and, you know, that's really nice of you to carry that girl's dream, especially through the fandom. So, you know, my heart goes out to you and to her family as well. Let's see. Reptech says, "Quick match. Ace versus Biogods." No, you can't do Ace versus Biogods. That's not fair. Bio's actually, you know, he's an okay guy. Like, he's, you know, I've only met him a few times, and I've only interacted with him a few times. But he was a pretty cool dude. I don't think I could match him. He's definitely got a lot more subscribers than me and stuff. Not that the numbers should ever matter, but yeah. Wheelie Husky says, "I found furries through watching a YouTube video of fursuiters reacting to the Zootopia trailer." Yeah, I feel like Zootopia made a lot of new furries. Assassin's Connor. Oh man, Connor is the best assassin, by the way. I hope you are enjoying your new fursuit. It looks so amazing. Props to the makers. Love your content. Keep it up. Yeah, I love how my new fursuit came out. And the great thing is, the guys who, like, the people who made my fursuit, they're just really nice people. Like, that's why I went. They made my first fursuit, and I wanted to go to them for my second fursuit because they're just genuinely nice people, and I can tell a lot of love and care goes into their fursuits. Let's see. Mike's15 says, "Not gonna lie about this, but when I go to MFF this year with my first fursuit, do you mind if you invite me to meet your fur friends? I have autism and it's hard to be social." Yeah, absolutely. Like, I mean, I if you see me at a convention, please, like, don't be shy to approach me. And if you come up to me and say hi, like, I really wanted to meet you and your friends, I'll introduce you and say hi and stuff. Like, I don't know if I can, like, bring you up to my room and stuff like that, because people are a little more weird about that, mostly because I room with people, like, who really enjoy their privacy. But, I'm more than happy to introduce you to my friends. Please, like, don't be shy. Oh, jeez, Mike, you just super chatted. I don't know how to say it yet. Like, this is the first time I ever streamed. But thank you. But honestly, like, little things, even the $2, like that all goes into the channel, and it really helps. Like, every little bit helps for me to be able to upkeep my equipment and stuff like that. So thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see. Roman Power. Hi, Roman. I miss you. Roman's one of my favorite peoples. He's my favorite otter. Roman Power 3. He's my favorite sea otter. Went to Disneyland this past week, and let me tell you, I had a handsome Irishman as my skipper, but nothing will be better than your otter slide into a joke. Yeah. So, I used to work at Disneyland on the Jungle Cruise as a skipper, and working at Disneyland was one of my favorite things in the world. And Roman came and visited me when I was working one time, and I slipped in a little otter line into a joke, because whenever I used to get like some furries coming on, but especially when one of my friends comes on, I like to add little inside jokes for them, even if other people don't really get it. Strawberry Chan says, "Hi, I have no money and I can't get a super chat for a furry." Disgusting. Note the sarcasm. Like, I can't super chat for a furry. No, it's all good. Like, honestly, you guys don't have to give me money. Like, I'm more than happy to entertain you all just as is. But, like, of course, I always appreciate the super chat thing. Like, that, I think that's such a cool thing that they added. Like, I always see people doing super chat for creators, and that is honestly, it blows my mind. It blows my mind that internet content creators can make money from people who just really want to support their content. Disjoint Wolfie's asking, Ace, any apps that I could use to connect to contact other furries? I would say Furry Amino. Like, if you're just looking for apps, Furry Amino is probably one of the best. There's a lot of furries on Instagram and Twitter too. I would say Furry Amino, Instagram, and Twitter are the best apps for, like, seeing other furries. Twitter is more for communication. Instagram's for more if you want to follow people, if you want to follow art. I do not speak Spanish, so I'm going to try to translate this. Daniel Ojeda. Let's see. Google Translate. Because I'm terrible. Let's see. Spanish. How do I go to Spanish? I'm going to guess. Oh man, all this is in Italian. Italian internet. I do not hail my love, your content continues to have. Oh man, thanks Google Translate. Raphael's asking, do you make money off of YouTube? I'm like, yeah, like a little bit. Like, I make a little bit of money. I'm talking about, like, in a few months I might be able to buy dinner. Like, the most I've ever made off of YouTube, like, in all of the years I've done it, the most I've ever made off of YouTube is probably $50 in 1 month. Like, it's little to nothing, really. Tafar Rock Warrior, Taffa Rock Warrior is asking, since you're a dancer, have you ever participated in Floor Wars? No, I would never participate in Floor Wars. That is so intense. Like, I honestly just don't have the skill to be able to do Floor Wars. It's just so hard. and the people there are just so intense, and it's amazing. Like, I love all the Floor Wars dancers, but I just don't think I would ever have the skill to be able to do it. Oh god, my start to fandoms, I just realized that it was My Little Pony. You know what, like, My Little Pony's fine, though. My girlfriend and I just started watching it, and we're, like, on season 5 now or something, and, you know, it's it's a good show. It's a good show. Like, I'm not really hardcore on My Little Pony. Like, I'm not like gung ho and like, yeah, it's the best show ever and stuff like that. But I like it. It's good. Like, me and my girlfriend like to watch it together. You know, she'll be drawing, I'll be doing editing, and we'll have like, she'll be drawing, I'll be editing, and we'll have it on like the TV in the background. Like, it's good. I'm just not hardcore about it. That's all. Oh, I got some bronies in the stream. Oh boy. I've been to some brony parties, and they were a lot of fun. I haven't been to a brony convention, but, like, you know, a lot of my friends are bronies, and I have brony friends, but, like, it's, they're good. Hi, Lamb Chop. You just wanted to say hi, just got done doing homework and wanted to chill out for a bit. Good night, good night. Let's see. You'll have pastel ponies playing in the background. Ninjago. I think I'm gonna watch the Lego Ninjago movie, like, when I get on the plane. I like to go home. They had a lot of movies on the plane this time. Would you ever come to a con in the Seattle area? You know what? Yeah, I was really sad, actually, because I wanted to go to Rainforest, but then all that crazy stuff happened and they shut it down. But I've always wanted to visit Seattle, so a convention is like the perfect excuse to go. I would love to go to Seattle. If I ever went for a convention, I would also probably stay for an extra day or two to go sightseeing around Seattle. So let's see. There is a new My Little Pony movie coming out. Yeah. Let's see. Ace, thank you so much for showing up in my life and helping me through the worst times. I hope we can become friends and just have fun with each other in YouTube itself. By the way, I hope you hit 10K followers. Oh, thanks, man. Like, you know, it's really cool being I know I say it over and over again, but I love interacting with you guys. Mostly because, you know, I do feel these connections to people, and a lot of my friends, like, were people who met me through making content and stuff like that. And we were talking earlier about how, like, popularity changing people and stuff like that. And, you know, I don't think I'll ever be too good to talk to people. Like, I just don't think I'll ever do that. I would never want to limit my ability to make more friends. And I feel like when people start to change from popularity and stuff like that, then it does limit it. And, you know, like, I will admit, like, after gaining some popularity in the fandom, like, it can be a little crazy because people, unfortunately, do start to treat you a little differently. I remember when I first started doing YouTube videos, I had a couple popular YouTube videos, and, you know, I did have people approaching me trying to be my friend solely to get in on YouTube videos, and that's not a lot of fun. But, like, I would never want to cut off my ability to make friends, and I would never want to discount the value that you guys have, because, you know, you're all great. Like, I can't really wrap my head around changing who I am. Like, it's different to be a little more cautious when people might be approaching you just to be part of the YouTube thing, but I would never want to change who I am as a person just because of a number on the internet. Let's see. Any other fandom you're in besides the furry fandom? I mean, LARP is kind of a fandom, live action role playing. Like, I love LARP. Like, it's another big part of my life. It's not as big as furry. It's not as big as furry to me, but like, LARP is really cool. If anybody wants to, like, if anybody likes role playing and playing characters, LARP is definitely something you should check out. There are a lot of big games, and you can, you know, you can do all kinds of cool stuff from magic and monsters and stuff like that. So it's a lot of fun. Let's see. Oh. Wolfie's asking, Ace, what's your favorite candy? You know what? Like, I don't really have a favorite candy. I love sour candy, though. I love sour candy, like Lemon Heads, Sour Patch Kids. Warheads are really good, too. Let's see. Who/what are some of your favorite musicians and bands? I love the White Stripes. I would say Jack White is my favorite musician, other than Kurt Cobain. I love Nirvana. So White Stripes and... Ooh, I got a new subscriber. Woo! White Stripes and Nirvana would have to be my two favorite bands. So Jack White and Kurt Cobain, two of my favorite guitar players. White Wild says, always be yourself and never let anyone change who you are. This is what my dad said a year ago before he passed. You know what? Your dad knew exactly what he was talking about. Like, that is honestly one of the most important things. You know, you should never let people change who you are. Never let other people affect your ability to be yourself and your ability to express yourself. You know, of course, as long as the way you're expressing yourself doesn't hinder someone else's ability to express themselves. Because, you know, growing up, I was really shy and I felt really pressured to be a certain way. And as I got older, you know, I got better at being myself. So I definitely take these words to heart. And thank you for sharing that, Wyatt. Like, thank you for sharing that. I know that can be kind of a tough thing to bring up, someone who may not be with us anymore. But your dad seemed like a wise guy. Your dad seemed like a really smart person. Harry the Fox says, LARP sounds like a weird blob monster. Yeah, kind of like, everybody run! It's the LARP! And it's like, Storm Twister says, just wanted to say hi and to see my comment on your screen. Well, hey, how's it going? I'm going to move this over here because my camera's on this side. Reptech says, I want to try LARP again one day, but who knows? Probably need to get some equipment and tools. Yeah, like, you can get some pretty cheap LARP gear on the internet. So, yeah. RW Innovation says, you mentioned you were an IT consultant. Is it fun? Yeah, it's fun. Like, I love being able to fix things. I love solving problems. Like, solving problems and getting stuff to work is really satisfying. It's just, it can be a really tough job. It's a really demanding job, especially in the field that I'm in, where it's medical, and, you know, I have to do stuff all the time. Like, it sounds dumb. I have to do stuff for my job, but yeah, I have to do stuff all the time. Azrael says, I saw you playing Screwdriver with your old band. That's one of my favorite White Stripes songs. Man, I didn't even know anybody had the link to that video. Like, I loved doing that. Like, playing Screwdriver was that was a really fun show. Oh, geez. Thank you, Mike. Thank you for the super chat. I hope you get 20k subs before this year ends. Thank you. I don't know if I would get to 20k. I don't know if that would happen. But if I could get to 10k before the year ends, that blows my expectations away for how this would go. So thank you. I really appreciate that. And thank you for the super chat. Holy crap. Stryreach and is asking, Ace, why not just do Ace of Hearts instead of Ace of Hearts Fox? You know, like, I don't know. Like, I think it was because my old fursuit looked kind of like a wolf, and my new fursuit, I guess, could be mistaken for a wolf because he's gray. So I think adding the fox onto the end of it is, like, my way of being like, by the way, Ace of Hearts is a fox. Let's see. Yes, my dad was a very wise man, and he has always made me laugh. By the way, if you do shout-outs, could you shout out my YouTube channel? Love you so damn much. Oh, well, yeah, if I ever get big enough to where, like, I think that my shout-out would actually do something for someone, then, yeah, I would love to shout people out. Yeah. You too. You included. Yeah. What is it? At Ace of Hearts Fox, whenever I hear LARP, I think of the movie Hot Fuzz. I love Hot Fuzz. All the Cornetto trilogy movies, Hot Fuzz, Shaun of the Dead, what else is there? The World's End. Those are, me and my girlfriend, those are our favorite movies, actually, are the Cornetto trilogy. Hot Fuzz is hilarious. Mike's saying, sorry for sending you money, but it's nice to hear from a fellow furry. Hope to see you at MFF. Oh, don't apologize. No, I super appreciate it, dude. Like, don't apologize for doing something nice for somebody. Like, and I can totally relate to apologizing a lot. I have a tendency to apologize just way too much. Like, I always do that. I always apologize a lot. G Beanie Sword says, hi, I just subscribed to the channel. Mike 15 is my twin brother. My persona is named Kaizuki Hideyoshi, seven-tailed kitsune. Oh, well, hey, how's it going, G Beanie Sword? Yeah, I'm a twin too, actually. I have a twin brother. And thank you for subscribing. Tuga the Ragdoll Kitten's asking, do you like camping? If so, what is your favorite part about it? I do like camping. I used to go backpacking all the time when I was in Boy Scouts, and one of my favorite parts about doing LARP games is that it's essentially camping plus roleplay. Like, that's a lot of fun. My favorite part about camping just in general would have to be, I would have to say my favorite part about camping in general is just it's the peace and quiet. Just relaxing and, not having to think about responsibilities, not having to think about that for a little while. So I would have to say it's just so relaxing, and that's my favorite part about camping. Which do you like better, waffles or pancakes? Well, Tony Henshaw, I like waffles. I love waffles. I like pancakes too, I just prefer waffles. Azrael's asking, do you like Scott Pilgrim? Yes, I do. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World is one of my favorite movies, and I want to read the graphic novels as well. Raccoon City Incident saying, I'm gonna head off for now. Ace, thanks again for doing this stream. It was super fun hanging out and chatting. Really awesome to interact with you. Well, hey, good night, man. Yeah, it was nice to interact with you too. Let's see, Nukas Kaku Dragon, at Ace of Hearts Fox. I love what you do. I thought about doing YouTube, but anyway, keep up the good work. Hope you get to 200k. Aw, thanks, man. 200k is just like, honestly, it's beyond me. Like, I would never imagine I could ever reach that, but that would be the coolest thing ever. One of my biggest dreams would be to do YouTube, like, for a job. Like, if I could dedicate... I always think about, I work a full-time job and I've got all my other responsibilities, and I like to think about, if I could do YouTube full-time, like, and the amount of time I could dedicate to making videos, that would be the coolest thing ever, because then I could put out videos more than twice a week. I would be able to do it all the time, and I could do this. I could interact with you guys all the time. Spicy Salsa says, hey Ace, I'm back, going to serve as an Air Force pilot, FYI. Sorry if I said this badly. No, it's all good, dude. Yeah, congratulations. Like, if you managed to do that, that would be really cool. Mezic Fox saying, same, the best way to help with saying I'm sorry is to replace it with thank you. Yeah, for a little while I would apologize way too much. Like, I'm trying to get better about that. I'm trying to fix that. My girlfriend will call me out on it too. Like, when I say sorry, she's like, are you really sorry, or are you just apologizing again? Like, and I'm like, yeah, that's just me doing that thing again. So, yeah. For a little while, actually, she was saying, anytime you're going to say sorry, just say I love you. And I'm like, that sounds a lot more fun. Taff Rock Warrior 97 saying, Ace of Hearts Fox, are you an Eagle Scout? I am. Like, yeah, I'm an Eagle Scout. Yeah, Eagle Scout, high five. Boom. Fikex Entertainment saying, I've decided to leave this stream in the background and sleep to it. Aw. Well, good night. I hope we can lull you to sleep. Mizek saying, have you ever camped at Joshua Tree? That's one of my favorite spots. Yeah, I love Joshua Tree. I used to go there all the time. I used to do a lot of camping there. I did a little bit of backpacking. That was one of my first backpacking trips, was Joshua Tree. Michael Menicelli saying, good night, virtual high five. Yeah, virtual high five. Ready, Mike? We're going to do it on 1, 2, 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Boom! Virtual high five. Spicy Salsa saying, been a supporter for a while. Thanks, man. I always like seeing people that have, been around since the beginning. Wolfie is saying, do you miss performing with your band? Yeah, I miss it. But honestly, so when I broke up with my band, like, it was because my drummer was actually leaving. And we didn't have a fight or anything. He was just, he had the opportunity to play for another band that was going to do this like for a job, and they were going to, they're doing an album and they're going on tour and stuff like that, and I would never want to hold back him from his dreams. And because I know that if I was leaving the band to go do YouTube full time, like, he would have been totally supportive of that. So plus he's just one of my longtime friends, and I want him to be able to do that. Biggest regret in the fandom? Joining it. No, I'm just kidding. Biggest regret in the fandom? Honestly, one of my biggest regrets in the fandom is hiding it for so long, because it's just made me really, really happy, and I wish I got into it sooner. Ooh, we just got another subscriber! Woo! We're only at 15 away! I was like, I'm gonna go to bed now, but then I saw your stream. Then I was like, not going to bed until he gets 6,000 subs. Oh, I don't know, guys. I don't know if we're gonna get another 15 before this ends. Like, I don't know. High five, high paw. I don't know. Whatever you prefer. Here, I'll do a high five. Boom, and a high paw. Pa. Fuzzy Buns of Steel is saying, "Hey Ace, I've been trying to get myself out of a rut not being able to fursuit all but twice this year. I plan on going to MFF for the first time this year, and maybe we can say hello." Yeah, man. Like I said, if any of you guys, like, yourself included, Fuzzy Buns of Steel, like, if any of you guys see me at a convention or at an event, please don't hesitate to say hi. Like, please feel free to say hi, and, I love chatting with people. Like, usually the only time I ever don't, like, I'll always say hi, but if the only time I don't really sit down to chat really is if I have to be somewhere, like if I'm late for a panel, or if I need to go to my room to get something, or if I'm going to the bathroom, or like if I have to meet people somewhere, then that's the only time that I ever, that's the only time I ever don't really talk to people. And even then, like, if you say hi to me and I have to be somewhere, I'll be like, "Hi, I'm sorry, I gotta go right now, but it's nice to see you, bye." Like, it's, wow, you actually said my last name correctly. That's awesome. Yeah, man. I feel you on people not saying last names correctly. My last name is Nobles, Nobles, and people always pronounce it Noblesse. I'm like, nope, not Noblesse, Nobles. Let's see. If I slept while listening to this, Ace might show up in my dreams. Since I don't really know you, my brain would use a lot of normalized filler data, and it would probably be really strange. Yeah, maybe. That'd be creepy. I wouldn't want to show up in someone's dreams. Like, wait, I mean, that's kind of cool. Like, honestly, like, I dream about people sometimes. Shoot. I love snakes. Snakes are cute. Snakes are... How did you name your Fursona Ace of Hearts Fox? Just kind of story. But long story short, my Fursona's name came from a little lucky charm that I had. Like, it's I had an Ace of Hearts card that survived a long backpacking trip, and I shot the deck that it came in. And when the dust settled, one of the cards that survived with me, and I'm like, okay, Ace. Like, and I had the Ace of Hearts, so... That's more or less, like, I have a video on my channel that goes a little more in depth about it, but yeah, that is really cool. Like, we do this thing every year for Halloween, and one year we did Star Wars. Let's see, Halloween, Fountain Valley, Star Wars. Dragon Pulse Gamer is saying, name your top 3 favorite fursuits. Shoot. Off the top of my head,